Hi guys, my name is Bisola Olowe, and I want to give you guys 4 steps on how to supercharge your motivation. I know it's really hard to be motivated to do certain things when you feel like there's just no purpose in doing it. When I was in high school, I did not feel like being there because the 5 subjects we were learning, math, science, English, history, and for me, Spanish, were things I knew I wasn't going to pursue after high school, in college, or in whatever career I chose. I did end up starting to like Spanish, and I'm hoping to pursue that later on, but I didn't know that when I was a senior. So, being motivated to go to school, aside from the fact that my mom told me to, and it was also the law, was just that was it. Those were my only 2 motivations. And those 2 things are definitely not going to last long. So, I have 4 steps and hopefully helping you to really get your motivation and get you excited about life and your future. Step 1 is dreaming big. That is a pretty cliche, saying, but it's so true. Knowing that nothing is impossible is really important, and being able to actually writing down your big dreams that seem like they would never be able to happen is the first step into making them achievable and possible. Finding your motivation isn't going to be easy, and it's going to take some trial and error, and it's going to take a lot of thinking, but it's definitely going to be worth it because you'll feel like getting out of bed every morning. You'll feel like just doing things. You'll know that there's going to be an end result. So, what do you think the world needs more of? What do you think the world needs less of? It could be less homelessness, less kids in foster care, less kids starving, and more adoption, just things like that. Or it could be just super personal and super close to home, like more affordable clothes for teenagers that are fashionable, or more beds and mattresses that are comfortable, because when you were a kid, your mattress was the worst, and that's something you're really passionate about. Better good night's rest for people. So it can be personal, it could be unique because everyone's unique and everyone's different. It could be super broad. It doesn't matter. Just find your dream, find your passion, and write it down, and that will really be just a really good basis for your first step on finding your motivation. Second is drawing it out. You're going to need a piece of paper for this one. You're going to have to add some color because color is awesome. It helps you remember things, but also it just really makes things more exciting. So, this is my drawing it out piece of paper. It has my dreams on it. Spanish. I really like that language. My dream is to be fluent. Children. My dream is to be involved with children in some way as I get older. My dream is to help with maternal death rates in minorities, especially in the minority community. And I drew a little chart here showing the disproportionate amount of maternal deaths from preventable problems in hospitals. So you can see here in comparison to non-Hispanic white people, African Americans' proportion of death is a lot higher from preventable things. So that's a passion of mine. And over here, I just have pictures of stuff I really want in life. It's okay to draw all this stuff. It's a lot of stuff. And it's okay to want a lot of stuff. Plane. I want to travel a lot. Money. I really want to give to charities, spread the love. Kids and babies. I love kids and babies. Those are things that I've always loved, and so I just wrote down I want to be involved in kids and babies' lives. A hat with a cross on it. I'm really interested in nursing. A house. I would love to live in a house. A dog. I love dogs, and that's something I really, really want to have. A family, including the adoption and foster care symbol, because I'm really passionate about those things. So I just drew this. No complete order or anything. It's just drawing out your passions. And that's super important because you can get a visual on it and really have it in your head. And it helps you get a lot more excited about it. Step 3, making a map to get there. Now this is a little bit more specific, but it really starts making everything more real. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Or it could be step 1 and 2 for you, and then the rest just falls into place perfectly. Whatever it means for you. It's different for everybody. So this is my map. It's really similar to my draw it out, but it's just in words basically. And not everything has to be in this order, but it helps me get a head start. First, go to college. I'm going to need to go to college for nursing. For you, that might not be the case, and that's awesome because you will save a lot more money. But for me, I'd like to be a nurse, so I'm going to have to go to college. What am I going to do in college? I'd like to volunteer, have fun in general, study abroad, just learn more stuff. Just, yeah, lots of stuff could be on this list. And then I'd like to get a job and get my loans paid off before I possibly pursue education, more school for more education. So these are kind of my big 3 steps, and this stuff can kind of go in any order. But because I have these 3, it helps me have a future, helps me see what's to come, and it helps me get organized. So this is definitely the organizing step. You do need some sort of organization when you're getting your motivation because it really helps. So getting a dog, having a family, stuff like that, changing my career, that good stuff could happen in any order, but I'm just writing it down here so I can have it in words so I can see it. Not just visualize, then we see it. And last step, step number 4, think of the end result and get excited about it. This seems like it's not a real step, but it definitely is. Getting excited is really what keeps you going during those hard grinding seasons and times when you're just like, ugh, I do not want to be doing this. What's the point? Then you think, oh yeah, my draw it out, my map. I'm actually excited about this end result. I know what's to come. I know it's going to be awesome, and it helps you keep going during those hard times. It's trial and error, but it's totally worth it. An example might be, you know you like kids. You've always babysat since you're like 12 or 13 years old. You like kids. You don't know what you want to do with them, but you like them. So you pursue that. Go and volunteer at your local church, tutoring them once a week. And when you do that, you realize, I only like kids under the age of 10. Awesome. You're honing in on your real motivation, your real passion, and getting more specific about it, and that just makes it more real and more exciting. So for me specifically, I love kids as well, and the possibility of being a nurse is awesome for me. I'm really passionate about the mortality rates in certain ethnic groups, and that's super personal to me because I'm part of the African American community, so that's close to home for me. But I started off just being like, I really like kids and babies, and then I found something that makes my emotions. I'm really angry about the fact that there's higher mortality rates in certain ethnic groups, but I'm also passionate about making it better. So it brings in both kids and that passion. And it took me a while for me to get there. I had to ask some people. I had to be like, hey, what do you think my dreams are? Because sometimes it's really hard to see for yourself objectively. So it wasn't a straight line, but I wrote them down, I drew it out, I mapped it out. And then once I found it, I got excited about it and saw the end result and saw myself being happy there. So I really am excited for you. I hope these 4 steps really helped because your future is bright and you can do anything you want. Nothing is impossible. It gives you, doing these 4 steps will give you goals and aspiration and allow you to see the big picture when it feels like nothing is going right at the time, feels like you just want to give up. And allows you to know you will make a difference in this world if you really want to. So I really hope this video was helpful, and I hope you follow these steps. Even if it's just one of the steps, just take anything you want from this video. So have a great rest of your evening, your day, your afternoon, and just know that you're bright, your future is bright, and you can do anything you put your mind to.